This is day 820 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If I sponsor to come and share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please call me directly. We very greatly appreciate it. Today we're doing Siman Tov Kuf Yud Daled, Seif Tes Zayin, the Tov Kuf Tes Vav Gimel. Tes Zayin. Because Rabbeinu Rama B'Seif Daled. Yishua Hashem B'Sila. Excuse me. The remnants, the leftovers of the oil and the wick Mutar Matlu Yontav. Achar Shabbos are permitted even Yon Yontav after, which comes after Shabbos of Shnei Yom Mitzvah Rosh Hashanah. Who treats of Rosh Hashanah. Klamar, meaning, I have got that piece then Nochin Laz Loka, even though once they're used, they're easier to light again. We don't say it's Achana. Yontav the Shabbos Yontav. Also, therefore, would be forbidden from Yontav Shabbos or Shabbos Yontav. Also Achana. So for the first and second day of Hashanah, it's not called Chana. It's like torches. Turn the torch off, or on, turn the torch off, so to speak. Can't turn it off really, but you know what I mean. Let's see what we wrote there. Somebody lights the candle of Yontif. Makes a bracha. They're commanded to light on Shabbos, so to command light Yontif. Because of enjoyment and happiness. There's no enjoyment without a light at night. Women are accustomed to make shechina at the time that they light the candles. We're not so happy with that. The reason we're not happy with that is because then women should not really be answering Ameh to the shechina made by Kiddush. And then if they do answer Ameh to the shechina, then it would be a hefsek. Because I'm in the bracha. But still today most women, Ashkenazi women, make the bracha shechina by lighting the candles. I'm not sure about Sfardiot. I think the Rabbi say was very outspoken that they should not make the bracha then but be Yotze by Kiddush. Anyway, be that as it may. Yontav ain't sichos ladlik mikodem lechasos eineim. The vorek of Shabbos, they don't have to light at first, then cover their eyes, and then make the bracha like Shabbos. The Shabbos have a damashum acha bracha have a bala Shabbos. By Shabbos, the reason is that after you make the bracha, it's like you accept the Shabbos. Let's say like previously, they should overlay the siyasan, so it should be at least resemble overlay siyasan. Mechasos sitting to cover their eyes. But Yontav adlaka mutar Yontav when you're allowed to light anyway. Toshi baruch hu konam adlakin overlay siyasan. They should light before they should make the before they light like overlay siyasan mamish like actual overlay siyasan. But mistama they should make the bracha after they light the match, because lighting the match is also not permitted on Yontif. Yuchas the chora came in the kibui also be Yontif. Can also chabos gecholim betanur kshemagan gafino some tzadechor beefer. Since you're not allowed to extinguish fires on Yontif, the chora you should not be allowed to to cover the coals when you rake them to the side and cover them with ashes. Because it might get extinguished. Thank us for Taisvus. Taisvus writes that way. Aguda, the Aguda allows you to cover them at night as a kind of an insulation. It could be have fire from them in the morning. Thank us for Obviously, it's in order to preserve the fire. So you don't have in mind that it should go out. The law of a psik ratio, it's not necessarily going to go out. Besides that, it's because you don't want the kibui. Being mechabe is for a different. The fact you're mechabe is just it's not what you want to do. You want to preserve the fire. But from the morning to the evening, you certainly shouldn't cover, I guess, because that's hachana. And that's the widespread minute, and do not deviate. Your test. A candle of naught. You don't need it. Also, you can light it. If you don't need a candle, don't light it. I will show base like Knesset. Shul, the candles are never considered to be for naught. With that legal, I feel beyond Sheni. Achar Mincha, you can light one even on Yontif Sheni after Mincha, even though it's going to light to stay lit primarily at night. It's not like preparing for a weekday Shabbat. Because lighting that then is a mitzvah for that time. We're talking about Psilos for Ashlashios B'Yontif, and to fix the wicks and the receptacles on Yontif Achar lamps. Achar Mincha, if you want to do it still during the daytime, mutter it's permitted being loud, but if not, it's forbidden. Akal Lashona. And quote from the Biz Yosef. Nesh Batol Mikrik She'ein Tzarech La'er Klal. Nesh Batol means you don't need it for light at all. Or if you want to add light, Harbei, add a lot of light, Vade Mutter, it's certainly permissible. Shabbos says only at night, but during the day it's also even one's house. If it's there's a bris in one's house and the custom is to light candles, then it seems it says Mishra there'll be mutter. But I don't know. A lot of times during the day, also probably there are dark places in the house where you need candles. But on a yontif, and if you want a lot of light, to have more light is part of the enjoyment of the yontif. If you come also and even if you're just doing in order to show how rich you are, you can afford to expend candles. As a result, there's covered yontif. Ishafakim is there. Some people are unclear about this. Mishabur Taka says to show off you're not allowed to light candles. But Shobesa Knesset Osa Rashba Legamre. Now, account Shul Rashba says the exact opposite, evidently, of the Beis Yosef, so you can't light them at all. They ain't able to cover. It's only for honor of Zelo Yitira Torah. The Torah does not permit that. Mashiesh B'zeh Mitzvah, which there's a mitzvah about Mikra makes it worse. Lachem, you allow to light the candles for your own purpose. Not for HaKadosh Baruch Hu's purpose. Okal Nefesh is permitted for us, but not for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm not a Rosh Torah. He tirud the Rosh Torah allowed it because when they said that ain't no Ner Shabbat, it's not a canon for Lord. Fratla Das Ram, especially according to Abraham, holds Sutra Avara Legamre that igniting is permitted altogether. Darmina Mitoch, we say Mitoch that it was Mutter Shlo Tzorah, Mutter Tzorah, it's Mutter also Shlo Tzorah. The Gam Zamne Kobat Tzibur, it's also for the honor of the community. The belt is makel to light the candles in the shul. Nevertheless, we should warn them. Not to overextend themselves in this. Especially on a yortzeit. Shemar bin beli shir. Well, no. Yortzeit here means the day you say yizkor. Second day yontif. Their candles without end. We should curtail them from doing so. The Bir Allah says a yahrzeit candle, but you didn't light it for Erev Yontif. You should light it in the room where you're eating, so it adds light to the room. And it's better lighted in shul, I guess, because shul you can light as many as you want. Shasat chak, you can be matter no matter what. I think because people enjoy having the candle lit in honor of their dear departed relatives. Okay, achar mincha shmalikin. Now we shall have the mincha. That time we need it. But to fix the candles and the wicks for the night. Pshita also it's obviously also. Also to prepare the candles from the dates of the night is also. And unless you light them still before before the day ends. And you're allowed to light a shul, even people are not yet there. Obviously, you're there to light the candles, but everybody else not there. Came and Shavon, we were doing since they're going to come before nightfall. Bialach writes, if it's during the day and it's not during time of davening, and people are not present, he's not sure if you're going to be makos to light the candles at that point. Okay. There's a longish bracket here. Brackets. This concept of the candle for Noah to be Yerushalmi, Perak Mishilin. But it's according to Rosh Hashanah, what is in Ner Shabbat, which is forbidden. We're talking about a crazy person, a pyromaniac who's just don't like candles for no good reason. And if it's for some purpose, such as for smoking, it's not permitted. Any Yehudi, she's the shas, to a non-Jew, it's certainly also. King Lama Zah Madlik. So what is this? Why is he lighting this Ner Shel Batola? It's Archim. He doesn't have a good answer for this. The Shabur Bir Loch writes the name of the Meiri, a case such as where you don't want to not have a candle even while you're sleeping. But that also, he says here, obviously a person's afraid to sleep without a candle, then you're allowed to light the candle for that purpose. Okay, tough kuf tesvav. Din kshevi yisol davar nitlash or nitzo beyonce. The halacha when they bring to a Jew something which was either plucked from the tree or was hunted, captured on yontif, or mashu bam b'chutz l'chum, or something brought from outside the tchum on yontif. Right? Yeah. Aleph. Korsina b'gemara. It says, "Amar Papa say any Yehudi she may be doron." The non-Jew brings a heavy doron, he still brings a present to a Jew b'yontif. Im yesh mosam mechubar. If there are of this species, I guess it's a fruit or a vegetable which is still connected to the ground. Also, it's forbidden to accept the gift. Use it. And also that night until enough time has lapsed for them to have been brought after Shabbos. Perish Yontif in this case. Perish Rashi da Soin Mishum Mukta. That's not kind of Mukta Pir. Rabbi Shimon lays the Mukta. Rabbi Shimon does not on Mukta. Also, it's still forbidden. Mechubar Havi Kagrogas it's Mukim. It's still attached to the ground. It's like raisins and dates which you pushed away. There's no difference whether it was his thing connected to the ground or the non-Jews connected to the ground. Akan Lashono. End quote. Klamar. Even though it turns out Chana Yeshua Ben Yisrael and Yehudi, there's a Gina that a Jew that a non-Jew shall Yehudi ain't Tzarich Lachana, and non-Jew does not require Hachana from before Yontif. K'mashkal Misim Tzadik Zayin Zel B'Shari Hachana. It's like other Hachanas about Chaim, like by animals, Chadoi Mesh and Tagas the other which are under his control. And Mechubar by something which is still connected to the ground. Let's say that's dogging or fishing. Hava Muktzah Gemara. That's other Muktzah. Later Vasim Desh Yasu. And at night there was until such times they could have been prepared after Yontif. Erev Yom Rishon. That means that I'm not sure what you mean. It sounds like I think it's the night after the first day. Although I'm not sure about that. Because the next one he says, if you don't change Manav Shach Mutter, the second day it's Mutter no matter what. Can't show Chai Me'em Chol, because one of them is a weekday. Okay, so maybe we brought it Erev Yontif at night. You have to wait at night if they shiasu, but that doesn't make sense either. It's got to be time the second day. Okay, and it's the same Kadesh Yasu like Motzei Shabbos. So I assume. The time of Kadesh Yasu, the reason you Kadesh Yasu is that you shouldn't have benefit from Melachas on Yontif. V'chein Ushitas Rambek Beis Din Yud. Because of Ein Yehudi Shebit Tishul, he saw a non-Jew brought a gift to a Jew Yontif. Yesh Mel Samim B'Mechubel Karka. If of that species that is still connected to the ground, or Shebi Chaya, or Ofer, so he brought an animal, or birds, or dogim, or fish, which they could have been captured today. Until that night after Kadesh Yasu. End quote. And that which non-Jew does not require, that which most non-Jews does not require preparation. So that's stuff which he already had in his possession. But he didn't prepare them. But not something which is caught today. Whether it's fish or an animal or birds. Base. I was saying about it because the Shosun Gam Biyoma Sheni Erev Kadesh Yasu. Evidently, it's after the second day on it. They're still also. The time of Kadesh Yasu, the reason Kadesh Yasu is Ain't Mishum Kadesh Loyim Melechus Yontif. It's not that you shouldn't have benefit Melechus Yontif. Kadesh Loyim Marleni Yudi, but rather a decree that you shouldn't tell non-Jews Shavulam Min Abuchubar to bring you something which is connected to the ground, or may I say there something which he caught or fished. Melim Nazi Mashani, they would therefore allowed him in the second day. Kati Ovalamar, you can still come to town to do it. Shachila Chlem Yom Shani, to eat on the second day. Okay, so So it's clear. It was still Yom Tov Rishon. Here it's Yom Tov Sheni. It's also B'chtei Shiasu. Kimel Lichera Yeshnam Kamina Benatami. There seems to be a distinction, the difference between the reasons. The time Rashi Kdesh Loin and Melechas Yom Tov. According to Rashi, that you should have a no from the Melech of Yom Tov. Hadin Shav El Mishu Babi Shlo Lacher. It's true, but whether it was bought for him or bought for somebody else. Mashing time of Tesla, but opposed to Tesla Kdesh Lo Yomar Lola Vilomina Mechubar. So this Jew shouldn't come tell a guy to bring him from that which connected to the ground. Zelo Shakrak Yisrael Zeh. It's only relevant to this Jew to which it was brought. Below Bachar, not another person. Adam Chote below low. Person not going to sin not for himself. Shem Balo Shavi B'Shalachet to tell the non-Jew to bring something for his buddy. Henka Severas Sham. The favors them Mutzah Yisrael Acher. According to his interpretation, Mutzah for non-Jew. Mutzah Yant Rishon. After Yant Rishon, Miyad immediately. Yisrael Rak B'Yom Rishon Mishum Muktzah. This was only on the first day itself because of Muktzah. Acher. Kila Perush Zemli Perush Rashi. On the other hand, we have another aspect which Tesis and Pshat is more lenient than Rashi. The Rashi Tzor B'Dei Shiyasu. According to Rashi, you need B'Dei Shiyasu. Tesis ain't Tzorich. Maybe he ain't Tzorich. He said you did need it. I mean, maybe theoretically don't need Kadesh Yasu because the issue is not to tell him to do it on Yontif, but I'm not sure what he means. Avadasa smacking on places also called Yisrael Motzei Yontif Shem Kadesh Yasu. Said before, it's also. Local Chacham B'Davar Shenasem Lachumura. Chachamim not distinguish something which was complete Malacha Ben Yisrael Yisrael Acher between one Jew and another Jew. The came in Issa Zakab Ben Brios. Since this prohibition is light in people's eyes, also Archaka B'Yeh said they distance you super much. Came with Shuba B'Jew Yisrael, since it's brought for a Jew, Vanasa Malacha D'Araisa V'Shlo, and Malacha D'Araisa was entailed of cutting off from Mechubar Karka.